Another way of entering students' details onto a course is to use a CSV file, which is basically a file produced in Excel, and it's a comma separated file. We have on the database a little crib sheet, so we click on Add Student and help importing CSV files. You can then read a little bit about what it is. This is basically what the file looks like if you were to print it out, and these are all the different fields that you can add to the CSV file. So depending on how you set up your booking form, you can import pretty well everything and everything in, but there are a few things that are required: the first name, the surname, and what we would like is an email address and a date of birth, because those are the 4 criteria that we use to sort people on the database. We can also add in their last first aid certificate expiry date, and then that will automatically credit our student if they have renewed their certificate 3 months in advance. So we have a little system there. Also, to save any confusion, we've already created a CSV template. So if we click on that, it should have downloaded into my files. So let's see where it is. I think we probably have it here. No, that was the wrong one. We'll just delete that and we'll try this again. I've got a few other fields open up, so download a CSV template. Okay, and this is a spreadsheet already set up as a CSV sheet, and it's got all the tabs you want. And what I suggest you do, if you're unsure of how to create, is just to go along and just delete the tabs that you are not interested in, or if you leave them blank, not to matter, because the database will just ignore. But probably easier just to go along and delete all the tabs that are irrelevant. So probably would be the way I would do it. This email CC, if you want to send an autoresponder a reminder that someone's certificate is about to run out to an HR department person to advise them that their employee needs to renew, then if you put their email address in there, they will also get sent an email. So we'll delete that. So that's basically the type of spreadsheet I use, and you can very easily ask students just to fill this in on the day when they arrive at tea time, or if you get names sent to you in advance, if you supply them with a spreadsheet and ask them to fill it in at their end, then it's literally just a 30-second job to upload them onto the database. Okay, so what I want to do is just maybe pull up a sheet that we've already done. So these are a few names that I already have. So let's say we can import them into this sheet. So we're just going to click on import, and then we'll save this. So activate students 9, need to remember that. Okay, unfortunately, what we've discovered is that if the file is open, then the database will not upload it. So we need to close the file. So just close the file, and then we go down here, and now when we want to upload the database, we just click choose file. It was activate students 9, I believe. So select that there and click upload. Okay, and it contains some areas. So basically what it's telling us is that there's an invalid email, etc. So if we have this here, we need to go back to the database and try and work out what the problem is. if there's one thing out of place, it doesn't work. So it all looks pretty good. Let's try it again. Click on save, and then we'll just save this file again. Test C CSV. So right. Upload. Let's see if we got it this time. Whoa, okay, we have green. Green is good. So they've checked the CSV file, it's okay, but some of the students may already exist on the database. And basically, for any students where it's not 100% certain that they already exist, you can tick the force import box to force these students to be added to the database. So what we've got down here, there's one new student, Joe Bloggy. They are added to the database already. They're a new student on the database. Then we have the orange ones, Matthew Hudson and Rob Shalor. They already exist and they will be added. So basically the database has done a check. It's got the same email address, same date of birth, same name, and it reckons, yep, those are the same people. And then it's got myself, Pete Cunningham, and it's got Dom Salter, and what it's done is checked. That name's already on the database, but there's no email address or date of birth to confirm it's the same person. So we can either tick the box and import them, and that will create a duplicate. So there will be then two Pete Cunninghams on the database, or we can leave it unticked and we can import. And then what we can do is we can just add them manually. So let's add Dom Salter, click add, and we see what happens. Okay, and it says students listed below match the details you've just entered, check them out. So check them out, and that's the Dom Salter that we have on our course. We're going to use this student. Very, very simple. What we're trying to do is avoid creating duplicates on the database, and that's how to use a CSV file.